And they just grease him from head to toe.
Just grease.
Yep.
Kid's freaking out there. Sorry.
You're
All
good.
Sam, are you gonna grow your mustache back?
No.
Your
It's
banner has a mustache.
I know. It's gone. It's over.
My banner doesn't have.
I
a
miss
mustache.
it.
It's not me. It's some guy.
Some dude.
It's just
I don't know
some
him.
guy clutching my wife. Fucked up.
It's a younger man's game.
It's terrible. Yeah, I shaved it, and my wife was like, "Oh, you never grow it back again."
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's over.
it's over.
it's Joe.
I was gonna say, if this ever leaves, it'll never grow back. My wife will never let me grow it back again. Not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Just like
I gotta hide my double chin somehow. Like,
Double chin, what are you talking about?
there's only real eaters in here, dude.
That's right.
Look, call me old-fashioned. I just think all my boys look better with dick ticklers on them. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I really do, dude.
All right, fellas, and with that, I will start streaming.
you didn't want to open with that line?
Oh, we're open on my stream with that.
Well, fuck
Let's
yeah.
go.
All right.
I'm making sure
Come
that
on
I'm a viewer.
now. There it is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go lurk in chat and talk shit. See you guys.
Okay.
No, you stay. Aw.
He can stay.
Yeah, he should have stayed.
He
why'd he
can
leave?
hop in and out as
Yeah.
he pleases. He will.
Brock does
There will
that.
be something where we're not reacting to in the chat, and he'll jump on in and be like, "What the fuck?"
Read your
He's
chat.
such a good shit talk. Dude, he was
Well-
giving me a blast of shit. I was just hanging out on Manny's stream last night. He was in rare form.
Yeah.
Why is that only signed by Ben? What the fuck?
Dude, this was on the Acme shelves. Just signed
Oh
like
my
this.
god. What am I, chopped liver? Jesus Christ.
Hey,
I think
Sam, does this make you feel better? Both of mine signed by you and Ben. Does that? I got signatures on both, so.
I'm right here with you, dude.
I blame Scout Comics for the lack of Sam's signature on this
Yeah.
one.
That's what we're gonna blame.
100%.
I can't. Ben and I can't speak to that, or else we'd have to fork
Yeah,
$1,000.
We'll talk shit on your behalf. Don't worry.
We
I
can
have no
It's
feel,
problem
okay.
talking shit.
We can feel.
It's you guys.
I just want to say, if you do talk shit, Sam and I have zero opinions on it whatsoever.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
There's no opinion.
yeah.
Zero opinion.
The views of the streamers are not the views of the interviewees,
That's right.
and we'll put that disclaimer out. So even if they nod and agree and laugh along, they do not agree with anything that we're saying. Gotcha.
No,
covered.
I'm not.
Your opinions
That's
are
the
your
law.
own.
That's the
I'm
law.
gonna look over there.
Well, we've sufficiently rambled for a couple minutes. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is MBG Live with the Mouth Breathers Guild. Every week we talk about comics, and some weeks we get to talk to really cool creators, like this week. Joined with us today are Sam ROMESBURG and Ben Roberts, the writers of The Comics You See Before You, Rock and Roll Hell, and Children of the Grave. Welcome, boys. How you doing?
What's up, dude?
It is an absolute delight to have you on. Both returning guests. Love having all the homies on the stream. But yeah, as we always like to do, introductions also for the fellows who are not our special guests. Ben Hill on camera up there, artist extraordinaire, and then Manny, he's just a voice on this stream. He's streaming
Yeah.
on his own.
I'm not important
Manny
at all.
draws.
Yeah.
Stop, dude. Be
Alex
nice
said
to my
he's
be
gonna
nice to my
disregard.
friend.
In the chat, we've got Brock the Dealer, and we've got Design Time, aka
Alex.
Alex. All the
boys.
homies. We love
The
it.
homies.
So I think we should start with Rock and Roll Hell first. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, we can legally say whatever we want about this one.
Yeah,
I can say
There you go.
anything.
and it's only because like Children of the Grave, because we're only doing issue 1. There's like questions that arise. You know what I mean? We don't have a full story here, so I want to kind of dig into that after that. Whereas we have a kind of complete piece here with Rock and Roll Hell.
Sam, are you pushing your biceps out?
Are you flexing right now?
Not at all. Okay, I can't do that no more. I'm crossing, baby.
Ben is tightly flexing right now.
That's for
I can't, dude. I want to be as big as him. I just can't do it.
that's for Brock. No, dude, you're shredded though. I have a fupa. I can't be. You got
All right,
me.
let's talk about comics. Sorry.
He's a beefcake.
Sorry.
Beefcake.
Rock and roll hell. First impressions. Ben, why don't you start us off?
Oh
First
shit.
impressions? Oh, that bit.
Not that Ben. The one who's reading, not the one who's writing.
Ben Hill.
Yeah. Me, the one that is consuming the property, as opposed to you, who did the excellent work along with Sam. I have to say, like, this book was just a shit ton of fun. Like,
Yeah.
how can you not have fun being able to draw angels and a drunk Jesus, and just like lay waste to everything, and what's gonna save humanity? Freaking rock and roll and Satan. I mean, dude, it was. I absolutely loved it. I mean, I think there's the right amount of. You kind of get the record label guy in the background, which just set up for the perfect. Like, that's the one dude that should die. I would say that's probably the only thing that I was a little disappointed by. In if I had one disappointment with the book, I really wish we would have seen that guy just get obliterated, just baloney mist.
Just gangbanged by demons. Just
But,
talking airtight, all holes.
oh yeah, all holes. Fill
Why
them
did
all.
we do that?
What?
Because
No. Hindsight is 20/20, fellas.
But yeah, first impressions, shit ton of fun. I absolutely love this book.
Yeah. I got some Metalocalypse vibes from it for sure. That was very goofy, and I'm into goofy. I don't know.
That was definitely like a big inspiration on it for sure.
Go
Go ahead.
I was like, I think Brendan Smalls is really cool. And when we were writing this, I was listening to a lot of Brendan Smalls interviews because I loved home movies and I love Metalocalypse. And then, of course, the year that Rock and Roll Hell comes out is when Death Clock comes back and on tour, and he does a new movie. So, kind of took the steam out of me a little bit.
Was it just like an homage kind of thing? Like, hey, I love your shit, and this is what we did, and then it's just like, you come out with more stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've never said anything to him ever in my life, but yeah, I was just kind of like, yeah, I mean, you know, he's never coming back. He was pretty adamant that he got screwed over so hard by Adult Swim that I didn't think there would ever be more Metalocalypse, and here we are.
Yeah. Shit happens, man. It's the way she goes.
Yeah.
What about you, Kevin? What were you feeling on this?
I love this book. I think it's, again, a ton of fun. Like, it's not taking itself seriously in the best way. It is just like over the top.
Yeah.
In all ways. I love the specificity of the band tropes that you hit in this, with like the stoned bass player, the weirdo satanic member, the guitarist who thinks it's all about him, like
not knowing how to read music notes.
Yeah, none of them knowing how to read music. I don't know how to read music.
I was like, I fuck hard with that one.
Yeah. Very fun. I just like, yeah. I mean, me and Manny are also writing a book about a metal band and demons. And so, like, I'm taking some notes in, you know, a friendly way. It's mostly just like the portrayal of music in panels and like how it just like technically works. Like, I love the fucking onomatopoeias in this with the
that was that was fun. Like, I think my favorite one that we did was, I think we even made a note in the script that when they play the song that actually summons Satan, we were like, how do we get this across? And we were like, the action has to say fucking like the word fucking has to be in it. Like, it's even crazier.
Yeah, it's in the onomatopoeia.
Yeah, like we how could we drive it home a little more? This book, I will say, this book for me is like this is going to be the one in the future where, like, and I think Ben might feel the same way, where we're still
Fucking,
trying to,
it's right there. Fucking
yeah,
chug.
fucking chug, like, and I imagine they're just playing. And to be honest, my favorite thing about this being, like, I feel like people might think that in like the comic book medium, it's hard to kind of do a music thing to like get across what's happening, but with this, I think what, like, at least my goal when thinking of this was like, not having the riff allows every reader to put their own hardest riff of all time in their brain to be like, this is probably what it would be. And I think that's really cool. Like, it's not like a specified thing. It's just kind of like, imagine the craziest riff. That's whatever you imagine. That's what they're playing. That's it. It's your riff right there. It's in there. But I'm super pumped on this because I feel like in 10 years, I mean, we're still trying to write stuff that's, I guess, more less niche and less like very us focused, which this was. But like, I want to have a thing that, like, if I'm, if we're still doing this in like 10 years, we're selling whatever book, and some like little fucking punk ass kid comes up like, hey, what's ever, I can be like, oh, dude, read this one.
Yeah.
This we've got this one for you. Read this one. You will appreciate it. So I'm looking back at it. This one, I'm super happy to have it in our the arsenal.
I mean, would like a teenage version of you be like, this book is sick? Like, that's how I imagined the attitude.
Yeah, I would lose my mind. Yeah. I'd be like, oh, this is exactly what I want.
Dude, it's got fucking chugs, bro.
That's it.
I love that they're wearing corpse paint. Corpse paint is such an excellent touch for them playing the satanic music as well.
This
book definitely has still like my favorite things we have ever written in it. Like Jesus pissing on somebody with his ass out makes me laugh every time I see it. It's very funny to me.
There's a couple jokes in there that I mean, it's kind of lame to laugh at your own jokes, but like,
no, it's not.
When the record label guy Dave Davidson says that the worst day of his life was when Nikki Sixx quit heroin, I think about it just in my day to day. And Sam has one in there where he talks. Where like he's like, we use my amps to practice at my house. I drive every show because you all have DUIs. Like, I think about that. It's so just like dumb band humor.
Yeah.
And it just works. It just makes sense.
That was the goal. Like, if you ever played music with your friends, hopefully there are things in here that you're like, oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. That's a thing that happens. And like writing the dialogue of this was so fun. The only thing was like, I remember at the end of it, I was texting Ben like, did we say fuck too much? Like, there are so many fucks in there.
I was actually just about to bring that up. I think that this is the only kind of book where you can say dude, shit, fuck, whatever, like it was over and over, and it never gets old.
It was really cool. It was really cool because like normally I think we kind of have to put ourselves in the place of whatever character we're writing and kind of think like, would they, based on whatever, would they say that, whatever. This was just like, what would I say here? Boom, Ben, what would I say? Here, it's just, here you go, this. And like, I think a couple of these characters are definitely based off of people that we really know, which made it even more fun. Like, the singer of the band is based off of one of my best friends, and he's just angry all the time. And like, everything that blonde guy says, I'm like, all right, what would Adam say? Here, this is definitely it. So the
bass player is Cameron Phipps, who is
for sure.
But none of the characters are surrogates for you all. It's all other people.
I mean, kind of like in the extent that like we tried to make it so that a lot of these experiences are pulling from stuff that, like, I think as a whole, the idea of being in a band and doing something in this sort of like brotherhood is something that we both have like dealt with and have done. So I think in that way, I don't think there's like a specific character where I'm like, that one's me, but it was like, what is it about being in a band, that we can translate to this page? And it's like, that's why, like, my favorite part of the whole book is that these guys have dedicated their whole lives to music and this band, and it's everything, and they finally have this culmination that, like, it's the music over everything, and they come back and they have this moment of like, fuck it, fuck all that other stuff, we're like back, it's all about the music, dude. And then and then you find out they can't even read it. Like, that's my favorite part. Like, they can't even read it. Like, it's everything, but they can't even read it. It's yeah.
Can either of you read music?
No.
Kind of.
I can't fucking read music.
I had like a drum lesson, and I learned how to somewhat read it, but it's been so long that I've definitely forgot.
There's no notes on a guitar neck. It's just riffs.
Yeah, I don't know how to read music for. I don't know how to like read it and apply it to anything I play now. I took piano for like 7 years when I was younger.
Oh wow!
And so I like know it from that, but applying it to anything else, I'm like, I have no fucking idea.
If I told you a note, could you hit it?
On what?
Guitar.
Absolutely not.
You probably could. You could find your way there. You know what I mean? It would take you a while to get there.
But if you were like play a G, I'd be like, I don't know. Check this shit out, and I'd play a riff.
Anyway, here's Freebird.
That's right.
Fucking. So I have a question about the overall format. Was it always intended to just be like kind of a 30-page one and done little one shot, or did you guys get talked down from like a full length into this?
It was always supposed to be a one shot. I think we were very excited about the idea, but weren't really sure if anyone would allow it to get published. After we did Children of the Grave, especially by the end, deals with some significantly heavier subjects. And after that started coming out, we were like, or we knew that it was going to come out. It was like, all right, what's the next thing? And it was like, got to be something stupid. And I think I had said we were going to name a Blood Ritual song. We were going to name our album Rock and Roll Hell, which is a Kiss reference. And Sam was like, oh, that'd be a great comic book. And then just like, I think within like 5 minutes, quick pitch the idea. And then we just kind of built it out from there. It took a lot more work for it to happen than ever anticipated. Someone else actually did 8 pages of Rock and Roll Hell, and we were just like, this sucks, we're going to throw it in the trash.
Wow.
Damn.
Which is crazy.
And so who did the interiors on this one? Because this version I have does not have any credits on it.
No version have any credits, except for the ones that will be at Heroes Convention.
There we
next
go.
Weekend.
There we go.
You're saying the whole biblical name?
Oh yeah, it's God-given name. This was drawn by our literal boy Gregorio, Gore Greg as we called him, D'Angela from Italy. He is actually good friends. I think he went to school with the artist of Children of the Grave. So we're just plucking them Italians out of there and having them write books, man. But he was awesome. He plays in this band, this band in Italy called Funeral Ground, which is fucking sick. They're kind of like a black metal band, right?
They're like Death Doom. So they have like doom metal elements, but then they'll have like death metal hard parts.
He like gets it. Every trope was like he got it. You know what I mean? He's awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
There was no explanation of anything. He was just like, cool, yep.
Yeah, he made the Feral Carnage logo just for fun. He was like, "What about this?" And we just said, "Yeah." he was incredible, man. He was incredible.
I feel like
funny
that
thing
needs
is,
to happen with a project like this, like having everyone on the same mindset, kind of same playing
yeah.
field, knowing where the
Yeah.
tropes and where the characters are coming from helps a lot.
Oh yeah.
What do
I'll
you think?
link it in the Twitch chat. Oh nope, I won't because I have to make an account. But
Put it in the Discord.
put it in the Discord.
Yeah, put it in this.
Yeah.
So the coolest part about this was that we wrote songs as Feral Carnage, and those songs. Jack, you can just look at it in the chat, my guy. We wrote songs as Feral Carnage, and it was so cool to like. Sam had someone kind of put together the guitar parts. Matt, who used to play in Sam's old band, recorded drums. I did vocals, and the two songs are like super dumb. Like they are as dumb and as like stupid as the jokes in the book.
Link the music. There's a music video.
That's
There
what
is
I'm
a
trying to
music
say.
There's
video.
a
Yeah.
music video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys.
hell yeah.
No one saw it. No one
did.
saw it.
I remember. I thought that was sick, dude.
Yeah, we had like all of this like promotional stuff for it, but unfortunately, like nothing got used, which was such a bummer.
What?
But
What?
yeah,
Dude, all
that,
this
like that's
stuff.
the thing. That's the thing that like now I'm like whatever about. When it was coming out, I was like, fuck this book, because like it felt like no one cared about it, and we cared so much about it that like when no one else did, to like even like nobody even posted about it,
Yeah.
and we were like, whatever, dude. Like I had such like a rotten taste in my mouth about it, but now that it's over, I'm like, whatever. I'm so happy, proud of it, and happy with it. I think it's incredible. But it was like we made like I made like an infomercial about like the festival and like the different bands that were playing that we were going to use as like a promo video, and then we made a music video as the band. We like recorded music. We thought, yeah, we did all this stuff that we're like, this would be so much fun. And thinking about us, like if we saw somebody doing this for their comic book, I would like lose my mind. I know we kind of pseudo got the idea from Daniel Warren Johnson, who did Bruticus songs for Murder Falcon, which was so sick.
That was awesome.
And we were like, oh, we have to do Feral Carnage songs. And there was even talks that like when it came out around whatever convention that was like happening around that time, we would play a set as the band, and then just nothing happened. But it was fun. It was fun to put it all, piece it all together. It was awesome. It was so fun. It was so. This is far and away the most fun I've ever had making anything. Music, making a comic, making anything I've ever made. This is my favorite thing I ever like experienced making. It was so fun.
Dang.
Well, because it allowed you so many opportunities to just be multifaceted in your creative process, right? It wasn't just I'm writing a book. You have to write music, play music.
Yeah, and it was not serious, and like, I think that's what was so fun about it is we were, I think writing Children of the Grave prior to this, it was a lot of like, does this make sense? How do we like weave this story? It was like creating it was very methodical and technical and trying to make a story work, because it was the first thing we had ever made that we got the green light to do the whole thing. Normally it's like I have an issue, I have a pitch, I have an issue, like I have this whole big long thing. Hopefully I'll self-fund until maybe somebody will allow me to do the whole Children of the Grave. We got the green light to be like, tell your story, and it was a lot of focus trying to make it make sense and make it work. And then you go from that to this, where it's like, all right, we're going to write the scene where we introduce God now. What's the first thing he says? And it's just like, sup. So dumb. But yeah, it was awesome. I loved making this book. It was so much fun.
Dude, I love the reveal of just God being that talking head in the skies. As he's just
I do like the
talking to
fact that
Jesus.
you wrote,
It's
yeah,
great.
you wrote God like a dad.
Yeah.
He was a true dad.
So that's not what I meant.
He's definitely trying to be like cool dad,
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
and his son's just like such a piece of shit.
Yeah. Petulant shitbag. No, I mean, I think it's like that fun you're describing making it, like, I think it comes across. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
it's obvious that all three of y'all are just having a kick-ass time. Did Justin let her this?
Yes. He will let her everything we ever do. Yeah.
Nice.
I figured I didn't even have to ask. But
That's our boy.
yeah, fucking incredible letters, especially on
If
those
you go to
onomatopoeias.
Heroes Con, if you're at Heroes Con, let me get an 8 $D in the chat. If you're going to Heroes Con,
Yeah, it's in the chat for our boy Justin Birch.
and then track down Justin Birch and get Justin Birch to sign your comics, not any of us.
if you get Justin Birch to sign it, I will buy it off of you for 10 times retail price. God, he'll be walking around. He'll be there. He's an elusive little fucker, but he'll be walking around.
This seems like a good opportunity to plug Heroes Con for everybody. Just to take a brief aside. Everybody,
I can't.
Let me do it.
Let me do it. Fucking wait! I cannot wait to see everybody.
Let me do it. Heroes Con, America's comic book convention.
I was gonna plug your involvement.
Nailed it.
If you have a table, where might these beautiful people watching can find you?
Right behind Jim Steranko.
Listen to somebody screaming at the top of their lungs about who's at fault for COVID. Maybe a certain racial like demographic, and you're like, oh, it sounds like Jim Steranko, and we'll be sitting right behind him the whole time.
You'll see him in his gold Armani jacket and his like little gator.
Have you ever seen The Righteous Gemstones?
Yeah, he's Baby Billy.
Tell me, dude, I'm dead serious. Do you think that in like a like production meeting or something, they brought in a picture of Jim Steranko and were like, just do that. They look identical, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I didn't even know what Jim Steranko looked like before last Heroes Con, but he walked by me like we brushed shoulders like as we were setting up, and I was like, "That's
like,
fucking Jim Steranko." I just knew it was an old Marvel guy, and then like the power of deduction.
I remember you saying that. I didn't even see him, but I remember Kevin just being like, "Yeah, I feel like there's an old head that just walked by us real quick," and I was like, "Might be Jim Steranko,
like,
but I don't think he's here."
But
he was there, yeah.
Like, no way, that's a real human being. Who is that? Who's he dressed as?
I'm just like, I know he's like the one guy that dresses real fancy, but
he's one of those guys you can tell is somebody, kind of, you know.
Right.
There was my friend and I were doing a convention in Buffalo, and some dude was like walking around with an aide before the show opened, and he like came up to our table and was like, "What you guys got? This is cool, man, awesome," and like walked away. And we were like, he was too old and like too ripped to not be famous. Who is that? And we looked it up, and it was fucking Flash Gordon, dude.
No way! What?
Awesome.
Flash Gordon?
It was awesome. I called my dad.
Dude, guess who stopped by?
Oh my god. We're like, that was a guy. He's too tan, too old, and too strong. He's got to be like a guy. I don't know.
Your dad must have been like, "I'm so proud of you."
He was like, "I finally love you."
If someone will talk to Jim Steranko and just tell him that you love Bible bunkers, I'll give you a drink. You can. I'll buy you a drink at the Westin.
Bible bunkers.
You got to watch Righteous Gemstones, Ben.
Yeah, Baby Billy's Bible Bunkers.
Oh,
what's the name of the
go.
game show that he does? Is that
That's
Bible?
the game show.
That's Bible Bunkers.
That's it.
So good,
bro.
But more specifically, hold on, let me just pull up the fucking Heroes Con website.
That's a great shirt,
You can
Ben, by the
find
way.
these beautiful fellas in Artist Alley.
I can pull it up really quick.
Yeah.
I can't wait, dude. I can't wait.
I was gonna say it's an AA number. I just can't remember what.
Artist Alley 211 and 212. Heroes Con, Charlotte.
Dude, you guys are way on the other side.
Yeah.
They're like
I know, we're
few
like on
rows
the
away
other.
from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not that far.
You're down you're down a bit. I mean, we can't like hang out, you know.
Right.
So, but they're around. We'll be around,
Yeah.
and then we're AA 724 and 725.
And 725.
Yeah.
And then Brian Judge, Zombie Book is
726.
726.
Yeah.
And then Riley's
Are
like
you-
catty corner to us.
Are you guys staying at the Westin?
No. But we're staying at a hotel. So
Yeah, we're like a block away.
If the hotel doesn't work out,
Dude, come stay in our room.
we did
serious.
get confirmation that, like, hold on, Manny, you just fucking tell the story because it's really funny. What
Yeah.
happened
you
when
do have a hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so I talked to Riley about it. I was like, dude, because we were with him the other day, and I was like, bro, before I forget, where are we staying? And he was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna look this up. And then we're just talking, chilling, drinking, smoking, whatever. And then and then I see it on his phone, the hotel, and then him send me the link and the text message that says this is where we're staying, and then it sends, and then I look at my phone and all I get is this is where we're staying. I don't get the link to it. I was like, how the fuck did
Okay.
that happen?
Oh my god.
I like looked the next morning. I was like, what the hell? But it's like a
So-
block around the Westin, so it's close.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
you guys can like hang out for a while. And then
Yeah,
just-
yeah, for sure.
Dude, the last time I was there and I saw you guys, when
He rode a scooter. He got drunk and rode a scooter home.
I drove a scooter, I was staying. So my
like
wife
a
and I were
bird scooter?
dude.
Yeah.
Those yeah. My wife and I were staying like 10 blocks away. Like it was kind of a while. And it was that night that we all were like drinking down at the bar at the Westin, and I got hammered. Scotty Young bought me like 4 beers.
No, he
was
didn't.
like,
What?
he was like, I made $40,000 today, dude. I'm gonna buy you a beer. And he kept buying me beers, and I was like, all right, cool. And I got drunk, and I drove a scooter all the way to my hotel. It was awesome.
Dude, you can't even go fast enough to hurt yourself on one of those bird scooters, man.
Yes, you can.
I don't know about
You
that,
have
Kevin.
watched-
I don't know about
Dude.
that. I almost fucking died in LA on them shits, dude.
Dude, I was ripping.
Dude,
I
you can
was
rip
ripping
hard.
that thing.
No, that was like my mode of transportation in Los Angeles. Like, because I only lived like 2 miles away, and
Yeah.
like finding a parking spot at work sucked ass. So I would just
Oh my
bird
god.
back and forth. But I was a bartender, so I was just getting hammered and then just
Just
like
birding,
ripping through
dude.
downtown LA, dude.
Just
Birding
birding.
around,
Just birding
swerving through
around.
traffic.
Sam, what
That's
was that
awesome.
really good bar we went to in LA? Called the Golden Goose.
I don't remember that at all.
Golden
What? The Golden Goose?
We got Italian. We got like spaghetti, and then we went to that really good bar.
Oh.
It's the spaghetti.
I do remember. That spaghetti was crazy. That was really good.
It was
Dude,
not called the
LA?
Golden Goose.
LA? That was the only time we'd ever been there. I don't know if I want to go back.
I hear you. I get it.
Dude, I lived there for 3 years. It's not great.
There's
went to
poop
the- we
everywhere.
went to the-
It's
we went to
crazy.
the- no, I mean we went to the Xbox Plaza. And
That was sick. We went to Staples Center, or what is it? Crypto Arena now?
Crypto.com arena, yeah.
Motherfucker. Went there. I FaceTimed my dad. He was like, "Oh, show me the Shaq statue." It was awesome. He was losing his mind. But yeah, I don't know if I want to go back. But it was. I just remember we went to In-N-Out on our last day, and we were all like, "These fries are terrible."
Oh, the fries are
Yeah.
terrible, but the burgers slap.
The
Oh.
burger was crazy. It was crazy. It was
Ride or die
awesome.
for those burgers.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fries are ass. No, we'll all go. We'll all go to LA. I'll show you
Yeah.
around. Make sure you have a good time. I know the spots.
So bringing it back to Children of the not Children of the Rock and Roll Halford, because we were way.
How
off track.
dare you?
I'm crazy.
The one thing that I think we kind of built the story around was the final pages where they like Hell is losing the fight, and they have to bring in all of these like dead or at some point dead rock stars.
Yeah.
And when we came up with the idea, like I remember texting Sam. I was at the gym, and I was supposed to like visit him the next day in Maryland, and I just go like, Riley Gale died, And so, like, Riley from Power Trip.
Yeah.
Power Trip's one of the most important bands
Ever.
of all time. Whatever.
Leading the fucking charge, dude.
I will say, these young metal kids that Blood Ritual plays with, young metal kids don't like Power Trip, and every time they
What?
say something, I want to tell them to shut up and die. It
Why?
upsets me.
Why do you think that is?
There's all these TikTok metal kids that like want this stuff to sound old school, and like they're like, it doesn't sound old school, man.
Yeah. it
Listen to
does.
Manifest. Listen to Manifest fucking Decimation. Yes, it does.
Are you
And
kidding me?
it's obnoxious. But like Riley and Cliff like had to be there. That was like
Yeah.
the thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing is that we just said like, Greg, go wild. So like Randy Rhoads is there, Jimi Hendrix.
Jimmy, yeah.
Dude, yeah, he's
King Diamond.
It's
Diamond.
amazing.
King Diamond.
Yeah.
Okay, you got Corthon from Bathory.
That was all Greg.
Corpse Grinder, and then Eric Carr is on another page, so it's really cool. But Riley had to speak Sam Freeman, I want you to shut up and die.
Talk about how bitch.
Is he
We gave
here?
you like 2.5 hours
Is
to
that who
talk
the
about.
Wallace
fucking-
Shawn fan account is?
What's up, baby boy?
Sam, Sam, we had your beautiful face on and we talked about Hound. It was awesome.
Sam, I'm gonna give you a swirly at HeroesCon. I'm give you a swirly. But
Day,
Riley
dude,
had-
wait. Day three swirly. After it's fucking rang.
Oh man.
Rang.
Nice. Yeah.
Riley had to have a speaking role, and I think that was just like kind of like processing his death a little bit. I didn't know Riley super well, and a lot of people involved in music knew the guy a lot better than me. But I used to do a podcast called Punks and Panels, which at some point we'll bring it back. That's for Rock the Dealer there. We tried. We got too drunk. The podcast makes no sense. We have to do it again. We're gonna do it again in a year.
Oh yeah,
We
you
tried-
guys won't be drunk at all during here.
Yeah.
Like, you should do great.
I'm bringing a cooler. I'm bringing a cooler for our table.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we might do it at the table. Just like invite some furry to come up and talk on it.
Hell yeah.
But Riley was such a cool
I'll put a
person.
bullet in my head.
Riley was such a cool person, and kind of like in the middle of the pandemic was when I was trying to bring Punks and Panels back, and we were texting for him to. He just changed his. We were texting to have him come be on Punks and Panels, and then didn't get back to me, and then a couple weeks later he passed away. So he was just such a nice guy. He meant a lot to me. He meant a lot to the way I make music. So he needs to have a place in this book to kind of my thank you for everything you do.
Damn.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's tight.
That's awesome. And I'm glad you brought up that page because that was going to be one of the questions I had is just how are the featured musicians in there selected, and it's just so cool to hear that was the impetus, and then you're just like, just go, because it is such a cool, I would say, very diverse group of just legends
For sure.
of rock and roll. So cool.
Yeah.
Did you have to get any permissions or rights issues like with doing that at all?
No. No, our other book is called Children of the Grave and has the lyrics in there. We did not do.
Okay.
Didn't do anything.
I mean,
just been so
It's
curious about
alleged.
this.
It's alleged that it has the
Yeah.
lyrics in there.
It's alleged.
Yeah.
No, because in fucking Murder Falcon, like all the band logos are kind of like bastardized slightly to just be like cool Daniel Warren Johnson script. And I
Yeah.
was like, well, like, because for our book, I was like, can we just do that? Can we like name
Yeah,
you can.
characters this shit and just do whatever we want with it? Cool.
Dude, if they sue you, it's badass.
That's true.
It's pub,
Yeah.
dude.
I want the ghost of Euronymous to fucking sue us.
That's sick.
Dude, you can totally get drinks at a bar for that story.
It's true. And then we
No.
got sued.
I would rather get sued by like
Just
somebody
that.
from like the Mayhem camp than like get a stamp of approval from Varg.
Dude.
I think it'd be
100%.
very easy. It'd be very easy to get a Varg Virkinus stamp of approval, but he would also be like, "Oh, you should say something about the I don't know. He'd be like, put something racist in here.
Yeah, something blood and soil.
No.
Freeman asks, "How was your experience with Sumerian?"
Yeah.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
I was gonna say, Freeman answered that question when he was on, right?
Oh my god.
So I'll
back
be
and
real
watch.
honest. I'm gonna say one thing. The coolest thing was getting them to say yes to this book, and that was because Sam and I got creator passes to go to New York Comic Con, and at New York Comic Con you can buy beers, and we got a little drunk, and we're walking around, and we bought. They were not Sumerian yet. It was still
Behemoth. Yeah.
And
Wait, really quick side note on this. I was about to like be done with comic books when this was. We were like, if we don't get this, I'm done. Like this is too much money. I'm done. Like whatever. This is our last ditch. So we go here. Go ahead.
And then bought them a couple beers, took it to their table, and Kevin, who is now with Massive, and I don't really understand how Massive is tied into Sumerian, but was like, yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
It was just like we'll do it. We'll put it out. And we said that we had music to go along with it, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll also put that out. I think the merger with Sumerian Records caused it to kind of get lost in the shuffle, where it was a priority thing and then became very much a secondary thing, because at that point then they wanted to focus on I'm just reading Sam Freeman's comments.
Oh my god, shut the fuck
Jesus
Christ. Sam will be at our Heroes Con booth all weekend.
Yeah, and then you're gonna watch me give him he's gonna come back from the bathroom with his head dripping wet.
All twirled up, dude.
So I can't wait.
Oh my God.
I'll finish my story.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Thoughts on poison the well. Fuck off.
Freeman has just got Ben's undivided attention.
Dude, Freeman's having a
God.
good day,
You're gonna
okay?
have to
Don't
turn off
drag
the-
Freeman.
Turn off the stream, Ben.
Sam, you should ask Manny his thoughts on poison the well.
No comment.
It just was supposed to be something else, and I think that kind of got lost in the shuffle. I mean, honestly, our names are not on the book. No one's names are on the book.
That's ridiculous, dude.
And I don't really know what happened. So they did put out a cassette that has the 2 songs that we recorded as Feral Carnage. There was a deluxe edition. I think 500 of those got made.
Sold out.
That's cool. It sold
That's
out.
cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I think there were more plans than what was able to happen. And I have names that I would blame for that, but there's no point in doing so.
Yeah.
It was a bummer at the time, but again, it's the same thing. I'm happy that we have it so that like whenever we do get that one person at our table or at whatever that comes up and wants to see our stuff, we can be like, "Oh, this is for you. This is for you. If you want to check our stuff out, try this one." So I'm so glad we have it.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking at this page, and I'm just trying to like identify. So up here, is that fucking Jim Morrison?
Yeah, it's Jim Morrison.
Okay, and then this looks like Ozzy, but Ozzy's alive. Who's this supposed to be?
So it is Ozzy. So I think Greg took the concept of you have
Physically, he's alive.
Yeah. So it's kind of supposed to be from across time and space, and it gets a little mushy then, but it's cool. Like I don't know, Ozzy's there. Ozzy will die at some point and go to hell, and so
Is that Pete Steele under him?
That's who I thought it was, but
yeah, that
don't
is
know.
Pete Steele.
he looks
Yeah.
too small to be Pete Steele. Pete Steele is like 6'7". I mean, we
He's
have
also
Bowie, and we
jacked
have
as fuck.
Lemmy.
Yeah.
Am I missing anybody else?
You've got Eric Carr's up there.
But yeah, I loved this. I mean, like really, like for being like a one shot, like you do pack like a lot of story and a lot of great moments and beats. Like it moves fast.
Oh yeah.
Funded entirely by Ash Avelson's OnlyFans.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's tough. I
was-
mean,
Can I say the idea for the sequel that will never get made?
yeah.
Because Grant is in heaven, so then it was going to be like an Ocean's 11 thing. Like Rock and Roll Hell 2 was going to be an Ocean's 11 thing where they have to go break him out of heaven. But that's
Oh my god, that was my fucking. That's one of my sequel ideas for our Black Metal book, except it's hell.
Yeah.
He makes a communion with Satan and goes to hell, and then they're like, "We got to go down there and save him."
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Mine was like it was also initially a movie, and I wanted it to all be puppets. Like I just wanted it to be full Dark Crystal.
Awesome.
But
Kevin, let me ask you a question because I've thought about this. Do you think that it would be possible not doing like I have no interest in reading like Muppets comics, but do you think that you could do a comic where all of the characters are puppets in the same way like the Muppets are real? I've tried to piece together what would a puppet comic
Like
be.
Sesame Street?
like, do you mean like in the way that like the puppets are treated in like Labyrinth or Dark Crystal, where they're just
No,
characters?
the way that puppets are treated in like the Muppets, where the Muppets are real.
Okay.
Like Kermit is real in the context of the idea of the Muppets, like whatever world that's set in. Sam is so pissed; he hates puppets.
What are you guys talking about? I don't hate
Puppets are
puppets.
sick.
I love
Puppets are
puppets.
lit.
So I've tried to thought about like what is the puppet comic book story, but I've never been able to piece it together, or how to make the universe of puppets in comics work.
Like completely divorced from the concept that they are being puppeteered.
Yeah, but like I said, in the same way of the Muppets, where obviously that's a puppet. Obviously a puppet.
But you're
Like,
but
he
you're
wouldn't
treating
have-
it like a real thing.
I mean, you could do it like as long as it's like drawn and like textured to look like stuffed and felt. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
like I'm like the surprise of other like humans with puppet sentience. You know what I mean? Like I feel like context would matter a lot.
I mean, think about how many stories take place because stuff comes from some unknown weird dimension and they're just there and people just accept it or, flee in terror. I don't know.
Brock, at some point, I think I'll figure out the dog brain this summer.
Oh,
My goal is to figure out the dog brain this summer.
dog brain, baby.
Dog.
I
What
said
is
someone-
dog brain?
I sent someone an email about a comic book idea last night, and they responded, and it was kind of shocking. So maybe that might take priority over dog brain, but
Oh.
I'm not going to
Dude,
talk
you
about
have
it until
to.
it's stuff true. I'll tell Sam.
We're on my stream, okay? We can talk about whatever I want to talk about, Brock. Why don't you shut your cock hole?
Jeez.
This is a prominent weekly feature is that I just sexually harass Brock on chat.
That's what's up.
Please don't get Brock started. He
Yeah.
was on one
He was on
last
the
night.
We went on a
Yeah.
very long tangent last week about which Transformers were fuckable.
Oh, okay. That's something I've thought about. Do Transformers?
Transformers.
How do
if
they
anything-
reproduce?
If you need to know anything about Transformers, Kev loves robots with tits.
Yeah,
That's
There's
all you
only
need to know.
one that has tits, though.
that's why
Yeah,
she's
he
the
loves
best.
her. I mean, it's pretty simple then.
Are
She's
you
the one.
telling me, Kevin? RC. I don't care anymore. RC breedable or not?
Oh, submissive and breedable.
Do you know
See?
that RC's not a girl?
But
There are
it's got
plenty
tits,
of
it
boys
doesn't
that are
matter.
submissive and breedable. Brock, tell him.
The whole point then, it's not that the fact that the robot it lacks genitalia or any sexual definition. It's just that it has tits. That's it. Mm.
Plenty of fellas.
Everything is. Everyone's. It's open. You know, no shame. All right.
Turn down the hot rod.
If you ask Jermaine, so
What the fuck is going on?
Watch the chat.
If you see Jermaine Exum at HeroesCon, please ask him if RC.
Do you think he how much do you think he's thought about this topic on his own a long time?
He hasn't, not at all, because I ask all the time.
I asked
Never?
all the time.
He's never thought of it?
People who I don't think
Oh.
fans think about having sex with RC.
That's a lie. Why'd they give her tits then?
Exactly. I mean, apparently the writers and artists have thought about it. So
Who
why
is this?
wouldn't
I have to
the
look
writers
him
think
up.
about it?
Her name's
RC? Like an RC?
ARCEE.
RC Transformer.
And I thought isn't there like a girl Triceratops or something like that that's also
In the Land Before Time? Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Not,
dude.
That's my
Are
shit.
you-
not Sarah from the Land Before
Are
Time.
you?
But
Wait, you're talking about she's Triceratops.
yes.
My brain went to Ducky, and then I was going to say, also Kevin, they're all children.
Look,
Is this-
I only
is this
watched
her?
them when I was a kid, okay?
I mean, if it's dinosaurs, I mean their age is probably no, that is not RC. RC is supposed to be pink and white, right?
That came up when I googled it.
What, RC porn?
I put it in the Discord.
Oh no.
I think you just need to type in RC Transformer, not RC.
I did. I did RC Transformers. That's like the fourth
RC.
picture.
ARCEE.
That's what I did, dude.
Brother, she is pink. She's pink.
That
Yeah,
came
that
up.
doesn't look like RC.
RC is the first thing that comes up when I type.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if you can see that, Sam. Does that help?
I guess I don't care if I can get canceled, but she's got knockers.
She's
So
But what's under that pink? It's just like gears, right?
We know that.
That's Energon,
that's
my
Kev.
boy.
We'll have to ask ask Daniel this weekend.
Please do not ask Daniel Warren Johnson if
Dude,
Till
yeah.
all or one, am I right,
I'm
fellas?
literally going to.
Yeah.
I'm literally going to ask him.
you can ask him 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'll ask him fucking 9 a.m.
In line.
on Friday.
Yeah. Wait in line
Hey,
for
bud,
2
question.
hours. Yeah.
Till all
Hear-
have come.
hear me out, dude. This is crazy.
All right. We've lost the plot.
So Rock and Roll Hell, a lot of fun. I'll get a copy. Heroes
Next weekend.
That has
Yeah.
our names.
So what was the did you guys do any like deeper research on like biblical lore for all
No.
the angels and stuff like that, or were you just freeballing?
So someone said it should be biblically accurate angels, and I don't think biblically accurate angels are fun. They're not fun at all. They're not fun.
They're pretty terrifying.
Yeah, they're not fun. But it needed to just be like, you know what the biggest inspiration for the angels were the two angels in Preacher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, this is if Garth Ennis listened to like Cannibal Corpse. That's kind of like the whole
Oh, that's the pitch for next weekend.
yeah. It's if Garth Ennis listened to Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Cool. That simplifies it even more.
Lock it in.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Have
dude.
you- are you guys ready to pitch next weekend? I thought about that today and got scared.
No, because
Like,
I started
pitch to
writing
people,
down
you know?
pitches this week, and then I was like, "Fuck, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about."
Yeah, we used to have our.
He's ready to pitch. He's ready to pitch.
Okay, bro.
I'm ready to pitch.
My God. we used to have our Children of the Grave one like down to a science. Now, I don't even know what it's about. Like, I don't remember.
Especially now that we're pitching the full trade.
Yeah.
Sam can probably tell the best pitch story we've ever had.
Oh.
Well,
Those
let me
old
hear this.
ladies in Raleigh.
Oh, when we said it can increase their max bench.
No, the
ladies. Yeah, we were pitching Children of the Grave. There were these three like middle-aged older women like walking around, just kind of like looking at stuff, and like not comic book fans. They were obviously there with like either their children or like. That like side note, have you realized that like, you've noticed that like cons have like certain breeds of guy? Like there's like
Oh yeah.
long box looking guy who has a low brim cap with a backpack, cargo shorts, and a roller bag.
Yeah.
That's long box guy. There's Spider-Man dick guy whose dick you can see through Spider-Man suit. But they were there with one of those two groups of people and escaped them, thankfully. And we're just kind of like walking around looking at stuff, and they were stopped at our table. And we gave them the full spiel for Children of the Grave. And the one lady was like, yeah, I love this stuff, man. I'm like, what is it, man? What's it all mean, you know? And Ben, without skipping a beat, Ben's like, that's what every night I just shout that up into the void, you know? And the ladies like looked at him and just fucking walked away, dude. It was awesome. It was the second best pitch story I've ever heard. I don't know if Sam Freeman's still in there, but we did Free Comic Book Day, however long ago that was, and some guy walked up and like looked at our stuff, and Sam was like, "You like Basic Instinct?" And the guy was like, "No." And Sam's went, "Okay."
That's exactly on par with how our fucking Heroes Con was last year.
Oh,
You like comics?
crying.
No.
There were people walking by. I'd be like, "You like card games? No. You like comics?
Dude,
No. Then why the fuck are you at Comic Con?"
Dude, I was early on. Like one of the first books I ever did was like a Western book with my friend, and we were at some con, and some dude was dressed up full on cowboy and walked up and we're like, "Hey man, do you like Westerns?" And he was like, "No." You're literally dressed like Wyatt Earp. What are you talking about? And he was like, "No, I have no interest in that." Just walked away.
What a
I
dick.
feel like some people.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get back.
Yeah. I feel like some people just avoid that interaction entirely. They just look around.
Not me. I would have been like, "You like romantic comedies? They're fucking great, aren't they?"
Yeah.
For Heroes, I'd love to get everyone there involved in the Spider-Man game, and basically it's just counting how many dude sticks you see all day because they don't wear a cup and their Spider-Man costumes.
They're just pressed. They're just like It's like, do you ever see those toys where like if it's just like a bunch of like needles almost, and you can like put your hand in it and see your hand?
Yeah.
That's just a spider
like,
dicks
cock
do.
impressions.
Spider dicks.
Yeah, dude.
That's
like
it, dude.
Knuckles.
I think I saw the hardest one in LA, and it was a dude that was just like, it was just
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, you could see like his
Packing a Dodger dog between his legs.
You could see the definition between his cockhead and his balls.
Jesus Christ.
We were like, good for you, dude. Honestly,
He was not
proud of
bad.
you for that. Yeah,
I want to see a Spider-Man that's like
got a hog.
hog. I want to see the Spider Ham.
I want to say.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say it's no longer just ham; it's the whole hog. It's spider hog.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Whoever has
Trying
the
to go to
greatest
pig
hog,
picking.
God.
like, here's Con gets a free book.
Oh, dude.
What's the
Alex-
what's the
Ben,
What,
Alex
what?
totally hit us up. Lots of dudes smuggling an Orange Cassidy thumbs up.
Yeah, just like a.
What
Yeah.
this turned into?
what's the craziest thing you've seen at a convention?
It's turned into convention talk. That's what it's doing.
Yes,
We're not
It's
getting
next
to
week,
children of
baby.
the- We're not getting
It's
the
next
children of the grave, boys.
Doesn't matter. It was 30 years ago. This is next week.
Crazy.
I will tell you the funnest thing I've seen. at a
Sam's
con.
off fighting.
Can I? I'll lean on the positive.
Okay.
2 years ago at Heroes Con, there's a little kid, like maybe 8 years old, walking around dressed up as Ric Flair, holding the title belt, and everybody he walked past gave him the woo.
Oh,
I thought that was phenomenal. I mean,
You
when
can
you
hear
think of
it
the
coming
kid
from
that age-
miles away.
Oh yeah, because it was like, what the hell's what? Oh shit! Woo!
Yeah.
That's
Just
awesome.
threw it up. Dude, it was awesome.
That's cool.
I can't wait, dude.
I know we saw like an apocalypse dude or whatever, but he was like 12 feet tall.
That was last. That was awesome.
last. You saw
that
him
was some
too.
dude
Yeah,
doing like
he was
cosplay.
huge. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's badass. What the hell?
It was awesome.
Commitment. That's what that was.
There was this like kid. They were like neurodivergent in some capacity, like non-binary, like little kid who was wearing a mask that like
Oh, it
lit up
stopped at our
with
table?
facial expressions.
Yeah.
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 And like this kid spent like an hour at our table flipping through like all of Manny's shit, just completely non-verbal. We would ask them
Yeah,
questions,
it
and
was
then
just
like
expressions.
their
I was like,
masks
hell
would like
yeah.
light up with different facial expressions.
So sick.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
was like, okay, this is cool. I like that. But they were nice, you know.
Those are all-
And their parents were just like, yeah, you know, it's like, no, you know, they like your art. We're like, all right, cool. I think their
Thank
name
you.
was Mask Man. That was
That's
like
what they
their
named.
name.
Yeah, that was the name, Mask Man.
Badass, dude.
It's very
Those are good.
Maybe it's just Indiana, but like I went to a couple of cons back in Indiana, and it was the lamest Batman costume I'd ever seen. But dude had like a Dracula cape on, one of like the Batman party masks that you get. That's
Fuck
just
yeah.
the hard plastic, no back on it,
Yep.
and black T-shirt, and then had Batman boxers on.
That's
And-
fucking Batman, dude.
Like
His
white
dick kept
socks
popping
with
out of the
black
hole.
sneakers, just walking around, just like, I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
love that.
And then we're leaving the con, and the dude's outside, like, running around, and then like jumps in the fountain that's like outside of this convention center. I'm like, I don't know what was going on, but apparently that was a hot costume. He just had to cool off.
That's fucking crazy. The
Jumped
the
in.
the craziest thing I saw was like we were in Worcester, Massachusetts, Worcester.
Worcester.
If you're a-
Worcester.
If
Worcester.
you're if you could speak this language,
Uh-huh.
but we were there.
Silas from Worcester.
No
Worcester.
shit.
serious?
Yeah,
No
Silas
shit.
from Worcester.
Nice. I'm from
Okay,
Taunton,
we'll have to talk
Massachusetts, so there's that.
We got to talk about that next week. But we were there, and like there were these two like toy sellers near our booth. My friend and I. This was when we were doing our like our cowboy book, and
Ooh.
these two like toy sellers were kind of near us, and one guy I guess bought a toy from the one and like took it to his booth and like marked it up or something, and the other guy came and saw it, and they like started like arguing, and then it like really got loud. And the craziest thing was like the one dude was wearing a Punisher baseball like jersey, like a customized like Punisher. It was a baseball jersey, but it was like as if he played for the Punishers. And the guy was like, "You're talking shit and you're wearing that Punisher thing. You ain't gonna do shit." Like he was using that to like antagonize the guy. And the guy was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, "I'll take that thing. You don't have the right to wear that Punisher thing. You're not gonna do nothing to me." And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, then take it off." Tore it off of himself.
No.
Buttons were flying everywhere. And the best part was at the booth behind us was like, this is the level con it was. Booth behind us was like a third string linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys in like the 80s. I am an avid football fan, had never heard of this man. And he looks at my friend and I and is like, "Hey, he's like in good shape." And he was like, "Hey, if this like starts, you'll understand it's on. We have to stop it." Because like, and then he pointed, and the security guard that was there, I swear to God, the closest thing I could compare him to. Have you seen the Pixar short of the old guy playing chess with himself? It was fucking that guy. He was the like security guard, and he was like, "Hey, if this like happens, we have to stop it. Like, there's no one else here that can stop this." And it literally almost came to blows, and it was over a toy. And it was like I remember leaving, being like, "This is the greatest shit of all time." I was so pumped. I'd never been more motivated.
All right. I'm down to hit Children of the Grave if Ben.
There we go.
Let's do it. Sorry.
You can. Y'all, Rock and Roll Hell. If you can find it, buy it. It'll be a Heroes Con.
Next
Moving on.
weekend.
Not that cover, but that cover's the best cover of the book.
Yep.
Thank you, Lou.
Hell yeah!
I don't
it
even
is.
think I put two and two together that was Jesus on the cover until after reading the book. Actually, now that I'm looking at it,
Fucking shoot lightning.
Austin's waiting on me. We're supposed to go have dinner.
Oh,
I got all the time in the world.
10 p.m. You guys are doing dinner?
We're not working this week.
Oh, okay.
You tell Austin to jump
Austin
on
can
camera.
just
Come on.
pop in.
Hang out.
Is he out there?
Yeah. You want me to get him?
Yeah,
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Wait,
in,
is he
dude.
just sitting out in the other room this whole time?
He's playing pinball.
Oh, you guys are at the shop, guys.
Tell him to come in at least say hi so we can get a shot of him on camera.
Bring him in.
Text him. All right.
Children of the Grave. So
Yeah.
tell us about the inception of Children of the Grave, where and when this started, and kind of what was the goal in mind.
Sam texted me once, and I had, much like Kevin, went to film school. That's what I wanted to do, and then talked myself out of it. Never really did anything with it. Tried to work in radio, blah, 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 blah. But I was reading a ton of comics. I used to do a podcast called Punks and Panels. Sam and Adam, the guy who did Among the Willows with Sam, were my first guests. And Sam just texted me one day and was like, "Do you want to write a comic book?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do. I have no idea how to do this." There he is. I'm going to unplug this. So,
Come here.
Bring him in.
Fuck yeah.
Squat right there.
Look at this guy.
There's the
Look at
guy.
Look at this guy.
Fuck yeah.
What's up, brother?
Oh, we can't hear Austin. We can't hear Ben either.
Oh, Ben's gone.
You got a whole
Lost.
damn audio
Lost.
mixer set up with fucking mics and you can't get this to work? What's going on? In the podcast room?
now, can you hear me
There
now?
you go.
Yeah, there
Gotcha.
we go. There we go.
All right. Sam texted me, and it's the game.
Some vapists in the chat.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. Take it. And it kind of started. I think initially it was a different idea, but I think it was initially called The Harvest, and the core
Ooh,
same needed to.
good pool.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And the initial was a little different. And then I started kind of working on something one day, and I tried to find some music to listen to, and I listened to Black Sabbath's Master of Reality, and the song of the Grave came on, and I texted Sam, and I go, "This is the title of the book."
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
It works very strangely.
Fuck yeah. I mean, the lyrics
Yeah.
work in, they tie in well.
Yeah.
This was we like touched on a little bit earlier, but this one was awesome because this one I kind of see as like the kickoff for everything else that we've done with like we've done Rock and Roll Hell's licensed stuff. We got other stuff coming still. Like this was the one that kind of started us all down that path of stuff. So I still really like this one. This was the first one where when I first started trying to, do comic books, I didn't know, shit about anything. And I just like was making errors with my like Western book and I hadn't learned whatever. This was a book where I kind of was like, okay, I want to try again with learning the things or applying the things that I learned and I messed up on. And I want to do it with another one of my really good friends that I hit up Ben. And I was like, I really want to find like an artist that I think is going to service what this idea we have is. And we somehow found Gio, who drew this, who is still like incredible. He's like one of the most incredible artists we've ever. And like, I look at these pages now as you show them, and I'm like, he is so much better now than he was here that it's insane to think about. And he was another one. Hell yeah. He was another one that kind of like got the idea that we were going for before we didn't really even have to explain it a lot to him. We were just kind of like, this is what it is. And this was my first experience in comics that like now I look for this in everything where I he was the like proof of less is more when it comes to like explaining, a panel or a page or anything. It was like, Daniel walks into his room and we just let Geo design this room. And it's like, oh my God, it's incredible. Of course he would have this poster and this would be laying out. And he just like so much, it was the first moment of me being like, oh, this is so much all of our story, mostly your story. Like you are the one taking us where it needs to go. And I'm so pumped we have a guy like this to like do it with. And it was so much fun. Like this was the start of everything. This was the first time we had sent something to a publisher that was in Diamond that said yes, which was crazy. We knew that it was going to come out if a store got previews, like they could have it. And I remember like it was my first time walking into a comic book store and there was something I wrote. It was the first time where either of us had sold a book or somebody had the potential to read something we wrote that we didn't put directly into their hand. It was like it was this first thing that was crazy. So uh after and again it was the thing that we could tell the whole thing, which was my I remember not being able to kind of get over that, where it was like, man, previously it was like, I hope we sell enough copies of issue 3 to make issue 4, and we have ideas for 50 because we didn't know any better. And then it was like, oh dude, we get to do the whole thing, we get to do it. I can't believe it, like this company wants us to do the whole thing. So it was awesome, and it was our first time trying to like stick a landing. So it was a really fun time, and we will have finally the trade paperback of Children of the Grave at Heroes Con next weekend. So pumped.
All 5
Yeah.
issues.
Mhm.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Hey, since we've got Austin here on camera, Austin, thoughts on Children of the Grave?
Horrible.
Thank you, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you for being honest. Finally.
Children of the Grave was fucking awesome, man. And I'm proud of these guys for the way that they put that together and promoted it and did a lot of just like really carrying the ball themselves, man. It was cool to just kind of like sit in the back and watch them do all that. It was a ton of fucking fun.
Work at the store yet, and I said, "Do you guys want to read the script for the comic book?"
I still have my script that you gave me for that. I'll hold on to it.
That's awesome.
Hard.
So did you and when you were pitching this, did you have all 6 issues kind of written fully or just one?
We had the idea,
3,
right?
I think we had 3 written.
Yeah.
One
Which in
done.
hindsight, like don't do that. Like Scout is different, where like we didn't have an editor or anything who would tell us to change anything. It was just kind of like write it. So yeah, that's right. I think we did have 3. Did we have it planned for 6, but then we cut it to 5, right?
Exactly
Pretty
it.
sure. Yeah, but yeah, we had like the idea, because I'm pretty sure what we did was we sent them the pitch document and like an outline, right? And they said yes. We also pitched it to Skybound, and they responded. They said no, but they responded, which was cool.
They responded. That's good.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Sean Makowitz said no, but that
Yeah.
page is awesome.
Yeah, he said he said that the last page was genuinely horrifying. I remember that word because I wanted to put it as a pull quote. Be like, genuinely horrifying, Sean Makowitz of Skybound. Because he said it in like an email. But also that was the one, do you remember that's the email that we wrote to him being like, there was an issue of that one issue of The Walking Dead that was like 75 cents. Do you remember that? It was like the highest selling issue of The Walking Dead, and it was, I think it was 25 cents. They were doing the thing where it was that 25-cent issue. In that issue, I had a question published, where you could write to like Robert and them.
Yeah.
I had a question in there, and I remember we wrote to him being like, I am in the most purchased issue of Walking Dead of all time, and being like, it is not unrealistic that we already don't have an established Skybounder like fan base because of that. And he was like, Fuck off. Okay. But yeah, it was awesome.
That there's a dick on that page.
Oh yeah.
There's a dick on this page?
Yeah, I saw that. It was great.
Shout out, dude.
Yeah. It's the little
Where's the
suit.
dick on this page?
It's the suit and the
Oh,
suit.
it's
yeah.
on the suit.
Yeah.
Look at that dick. That's an
Amateur.
uncut cock.
Amateur meat gazer, dude. You gotta see that quicker.
Yeah. I saw the meat.
It's like honestly like my favorite page in this book. Honestly, like I just
I was
like,
gonna say, I know
stand
how
up
to I
aloud.
know how to spot them dicks. The one thing that I know, since we are supposed to review the book and just give our thoughts from the first issue, like if you're not sold on this, you're retarded. I mean, stupid. I mean, whatever it is.
This is a
allowed to be
family-friendly
said.
stream.
Yeah. So
That's
Ben,
the
we
pull
do
quote.
not use that
That's the pull
language.
quote. We need to put that on the trades. That's the pull quote.
yeah, but I absolutely love your guys' setup. Such great pacing, and then you get like what the fuck moment after what the fuck moment building
Right.
to that last page. And I just thought this was so cool because I mean, you know, Kev was showing the page there where we got the hidden dick, and it's like, wait, this person's just a suit. What's going on? And then you get the final reveal just a few pages later of just this crazy horror moment, and I absolutely love like whatever that harness is around that woman's waist, and the fact that it just you push a button and it's like it almost looks like a car engine or something hitting the
Yeah.
freaking ground, and you're like, what the hell is this thing? And then just that
dude.
body horror on the next page, so freaking crazy, so good.
Sorry,
Yeah.
if no one's read the full thing, feel like artistically this issue is so strong. Issue 2 is like leagues better because we had enough time between writing issue 1 and issue 2 that we kind of know that we made. Patrick Kinlan of the band Drug Church, and who is a comic book writer, Patience, Conviction, Revenge, and Frontiersman, Image, and a bunch of other stuff, slandered us in his letter after the issue came out, saying how wordy it was. But a lot of groundwork, and for having no idea what we were doing, for the most part, I think it's pretty goddamn good. So,
We had no clue we were doing with this. We had no idea.
I mean,
There's
it
a lot-
is wordy, but like not to
Yeah.
its detriment. But there's a lot of fucking text on some of these pages.
Yeah.
This
There's-
one came to mind.
I mean, compared to
Yeah.
Kevin Smith, though, I think you guys are doing okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would say, yeah, there's a lot of text on the page, but it doesn't take away from anything.
Yeah.
Because, again, you know, there are some writers out there where you can't see the artwork because there's just too much text.
Right.
Yeah, I remember when this came out too. This was like this was a phenomenon for us too, where like we was getting reviewed online, and like people were posting videos about it and shit. Where I was like, who is this guy? But I remember somebody said that too. They were being like, "There's a lot of words on this page," and I remember just being like, "Oh, you have to read your book? Fuck you!" Like I was so
Seriously.
mad about it. But like hindsight, I'm like, yeah, there's a ton of work. But you know, but also like. I look at that's the thing. Like I look at this and I'm like, yeah, we didn't know, but it's still. I think it still works for like what it is. And yes, Alex. Like I was just about to say something similar. Like there's you know, historically there are books that are wordier than others, and I
yeah.
feel like as long as it fits what you're trying to do, then it doesn't matter. Like I think you don't notice how wordy a thing is if it's good. If it's good and you don't mind reading because you want that info, then who cares? So we were trying to like figure that out with this, where it was also like, you know, especially then when we had no idea what we're doing. But a first issue is always hard because you know what your story is, and you're trying to get it across like all the basic, like the world building just so you can get to like the good shit. And that's what this issue was. It was just like, okay, how can we be like, this world is like it runs itself and it's weird and like the people are kept like stupid and uneducated, but this guy, and then it all has to lead to this like woman whose like skin around her stomach is so stretchy and used that it like like we had this gross idea, and it was trying to get all of it while also being like, how can we make it so this character is smoking a cigarette in literally every panel? That was
And thank you,
right.
Sam. Thanks, Sam, for saying what I should have said earlier. Stupid and uneducated. That's what I meant.
The amount of cigarettes that are smoked by the main character across this entire series is obscene, and
Yeah,
that is
COPD for sure.
that is I wish I could take back, but I think we're like, you know,
We were
It's
just like,
really
it's badass.
it's really funny because I have made that mistake in my like earliest scripts, was just like smoking a cigarette as like the action that a character was taking just constantly. Like
Just to
that
do
was
something
just
with their
in
hands, kind of thing.
yeah, and it was like also like what was I doing while I was writing it? I was manically smoking cigarettes and pacing. So like I was like, well, that's what all my characters are going to do in this script.
Interesting.
Has anybody other than Brock read the entire series?
I did when you first gave me the copies, but that was like 2 years ago and I was really stoned. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same.
I reread it just for this review. I know we said we're only covering issue 1, but I'm like, dude, issue 1's fantastic. I'm gonna keep reading, and just went through them all.
Hell
now
yeah, man.
remind
I
me,
think
did they fuck this hole?
No. You missed us talking about
Is RC breedable?
the Transformer.
Oh,
You're tall enough. You could probably fuck RC.
fuck a transformer.
No.
Oh, God.
No? You don't want to get a taste of that Allspark, you know what I mean?
Get all lubed up. You know what I'm saying?
Pipe joke somewhere in there, but
Fire on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying?
Get some sparks going.
Roll out.
Yeah.
Alex did say this is a safe space, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Podcast, never wanted your oil changed.
My
we're
God.
I don't know. I feel so far removed from Children of the Grave almost that it's gonna be weird to have the complete series available to pitch to people, because it feels like I was different people ago when this was.
Yeah, I remember during this, I found out that like while we were writing it, I found out that my wife was pregnant, and now my son turns 4 next month. That's how long ago this was.
Wow.
crazy.
So-
Crazy.
Wow.
Can I ask then? Because I think we all, just as creatives, do this. Is there anything from Children of the Grave now that you've kind of reflected on it that you would say, I would make this slight change, or I would make this overarching change, or do you look back at it and still be like, no, I mean, it's from what we set out to do, we accomplished that, and that's fantastic? Or are there things you would still look at and want to modify?
Absolutely is. Without it's the wordiness of this first issue, because that drops hard, and then we introduce a major character in issue 2.
Yeah.
Had done something differently, because it feels a little jarring. Like a character, but a major character. I would like to restructure some of it, but the core, like, there's a thing that you get to by. Is basically, I feel like to an extent, Sam and I writing something for our mom. Read it, and I am so mad because like the language, I wrote this for you, and she's never read it.
Yeah, my mom has also never read this. She was like, it looks scary. But
Yeah.
the I don't know, like I have to read it again. I haven't read it back over in a while. I did a little bit while we were putting together the pages to print it for for heroes. And I didn't do the whole thing, but I was like skimming through it, being, oh yeah, I forgot about this part, that kind of thing. Where I mean, and there are like, yeah, there are things that I would want to change, but I really do love it as like a time capsule for where we were and like what we could do then, and like what like us what at that time in our like writing, what like giving it our best shot looked like. And I remember thinking when we were pitching that one, being like, I hope this one gets somewhere because I can't do better than this. And now we look at it and we're like, oh my god, this stinks. We're so much better than this. So it's like it's a really cool benchmark to have this to have this thing. And there are moments in it where like they still like I don't know. There are, for me, whenever I read my own stuff, I think something is really good when I can read it not in like the mindset of like, oh yeah, I remember how we were taking myself out of like crafting it and just reading it for what it is. And there are a couple moments in the story where I read it and I forget that we wrote it for a minute, where it's like those I'm super proud of. Like there's I think one issue, or there's I think it's an issue 3 after they get to like the chamber where all of the like birthing pods are. And like Daniel has this moment after he figures out what happens, where he's like trying to break one out and they're like, no, you can't, it's stupid, you can't do anything. And he like breaks down and they're like, what's going on? And he's like, do you know which one is mine? And it's like, oh, it's my favorite part of the whole book. Like I love that part. And whenever I read it, I'm like, oh shit, this is our book, hell yeah, dudes, like I'm pumped we did this. But like it'll like for reasons like that, I don't think I would change anything, just because I love having it as like a benchmark. But on the flip side of that, I mean, I'm sure Sam Freeman, who's in here, and Ben could both say like, when it comes to our stuff, like I will never like it probably until like enough time has passed where I cannot be like paranoid or like just overly critical of it. So um basically everything that we work on, I'm going to be like, this stinks. I would change everything until it's been like
Yeah.
until it's been like a couple years later. So
I mean,
but
like
yeah,
your
man, I'm
editorial
probably
mind
honestly.
changed, right? Like your editor and your mind has changed over time, so you're definitely going to look at it differently from everything you've learned.
Oh yeah.
So, like what you're saying, so it totally makes sense.
It's the same thing where we were like going into making this one from the Western book I was doing. It was like, I want to apply all of the lessons that I learned to this thing and try to make a good thing. And like what we're doing now is trying to apply all the lessons that we've learned from this, and then our stuff with Sumerian and all this, even Hound. It's like I want to
Yeah.
figure out all this stuff and like try to make a better thing. That's everything though. So
Right.
it's I really like having it as like a benchmark. I have a trade of the cowboy book that we did forever ago. Like there was a trade. There's 6 issues of it, and I was like flipping through it the other day and was like, okay, there's some stuff in there, but it was like it's cool having these little time capsules of like creativity basically that are like, oh yeah, I remember being here and I remember seeing this page and being like, oh my god, and like all that stuff. So yeah.
That's awesome.
So you mentioned that with this book you didn't really have much of an editor. Was there an editorial process on Rock and Roll Hell, or was that also just kind of like unfettered creativity?
They should let it rip, man. Let it eat.
Hell, even less, because it was, this book is done and we sent it, and then it was just like, oh, it's out now. Like it was not. We weren't really even given a date. Children lead time and worked with someone, Charlie Stickney, who is a good guy. Dash, Charlie Stickney, good guy.
Good guy. Everyone at Scout, good guys and girls.
Let me rephrase this. Everyone at Scout, a guy. Charlie Stickney, good guy. Cool. Did I trample on our paperwork?
No,
He's shaking
fine.
his boot.
You're fine.
You're good.
into maybe some industry insides of like what is good and what is not good and what our lead time should be on things. And that was in itself trying to kind of to be finished that wasn't.
Yeah. What was the thing with this? There was like they were trying like a new model because they kept having like an issue 2 drop off where they would put out issue 1 and then their sales for issue 2 would be like critically low.
It was originally supposed to be one of the Scout. What were those things called?
I don't remember.
And then then they put the trade out. The first issue is just like a teaser.
Oh yeah, like they had all those. Yeah,
was actually coming to like fruition.
I don't think any of those ever really came out.
I remember that, yeah, but I don't think any of them actually came out.
yeah. They were like trying to do like a diet like TKO kind of thing where it was like they gave you one issue and then it was like if you liked it, here's the whole trade. And then they stopped that idea and were kind of like, okay, we're going to put out your first book. And then the thought process was like the sales for the remainder of the series haven't been great. So we're going to give the first issue like 3 months for people to find it and then put out issue 2. But what actually ended up happening was kind of like whatever fans you kind of did get from issue 1 super fell off in 3 months. So like it was like really, really nothing. But I don't know.
So issue 1 of Children of the Grave has sold, I don't know what numbers on Hound were, but more than anything else.
The sales of Children of the Grave 1, I think, tripled Hound.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Tripled.
And it almost like blew out of the water another thing Sam and I worked on that just got canceled.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What do these publishers want?
For a band, yeah.
They want
But
Walking Dead.
Yeah. Issue 1 did well. It did really well. It was crazy. It was really cool. But it was like I feel like the model afterwards wasn't. I don't know how to say it without owing somebody $1,000. But it was strange. But
yeah, experimental, we'll call it.
It was very experimental. It was very experimental.
Yeah. They toyed and they tinkered. But this is a great first issue of a series. Like I think it does lay a lot of great groundwork, kind of core premise, but like ends with a fucking like what the fuck banger of a page.
Such a great stinger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
So like it's definitely one of those things where I was like, well fuck, I wish I had all 5 of these issues, but I also know I'm just gonna get the trade at your table at Heroes Con. Which
if anyone would like to read all 5,
table 211 and 212 at Heroes Con.
Exactly.
June 13th.
The trade has a different cover.
Oh.
Ooh, really?
Tasty.
And it's the best cover, and it's a great thing that Geo did that we actually used as promotional posters at one point. I actually hate the cover of issue 1.
Yeah.
Logo was supposed to be on the bottom, and they said,
yeah, like if you look at the front, there's like a big like black like negative space under him. That's where the logo was supposed to go. It was supposed to be a bottom logo book.
That's where
which we thought was sick. That's where we start signing it. Yeah, that's why we started signing it there because we were like, duh, this just big thing of black at it. Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
But yeah.
So was that just lost in translation with the graphic designer? Or you guys just the communication was just lost, I guess.
Said bottom logo books don't sell.
Yeah, they were like, no.
What? Everything is like front facing though. I don't understand that. Like you see the whole book on the shelves. Like I don't think it really matters because it's not stacked behind one another. At least at the good shops, it's not stacked behind one another.
Aren't you just looking at the fucking art though? Like,
yeah,
isn't everybody just looking at the fucking art?
Like that looks cool, you know.
We're not getting into that side of it. People don't look at anything and they have no brain cells and they have no idea what they're doing. This though,
my God,
for all comic book creators. Mainism, sorry. Make it start with the first half of the alphabet.
Interesting. So it doesn't get buried on the shelf.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we got to stop doing this R&T shit, boys.
Yeah.
Cause,
sorry.
but renowned really rolls off the tongue.
As well as Remise and Time Police, but
Right.
we're putting ourselves way too far back in the alphabet.
Yeah.
What else to say? I'm excited to sell Children of the Grave to a lot of new people.
Yeah, dude. That's gonna be
Hopefully.
fun.
Yeah.
Do it.
Manny, did you ever did you ever figure it out with your books from Comics Wellspring?
Yeah, I talked to them today. I had them send me
Yeah.
like actual pictures of the proof that they had on hand because my proof got delayed with UPS. So, but
Okay.
I gave them the green light, and so we should be getting them before we drive out. So we'll
Oh,
yeah.
we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
Want
That
this
ain't
book
all
so
it
goddamn bad.
Yeah.
That anthology kicks. I'm
But
excited.
I called them and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like making sure that it was good and everything, and then the woman on the phone was like, "These books look really good." I was like, "Thanks."
Hell yeah. Dude, I told you. I was like, just threaten a refund, and they'll be like, "Oh, we'll send it right now."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I just greenlit it, man. So they're like, "All right." So I emailed it,
Sick.
called them, so we should be getting them soon.
Dude, Manny's book came out so good. His other one,
I'll remind us.
fucking Remise.
I have a copy for
Do
you.
you have it?
Yeah.
Let me
Did you
see.
see this shit, Sam? Whew.
Oh
Whew.
shit!
Whew. Said yeah.
I did something last night.
Bro, what the fuck?
I know Manny went fucking sicko.
Oh yeah.
Fucking yeah.
You'll have that there?
Yeah, I'll have some books at Heroes Con for sure.
Fucking go. Yeah, I want this.
Oh,
Oh
Fuck yeah, you
shit!
do.
it's a lot of fantasy
Show me the cover
sci-fi
again?
shit, huh?
I want to see the front again. Bro, what the hell?
It's a digital painting, but
Yeah, the back is also lit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. How many pages is that?
it's 60 pages.
Hard. Okay, yeah, I'm there. I want
Thanks,
that. That's sick.
man.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, Manny, dude. What the hell, dude?
Going dummy.
You're crazy, man. You're fucking crazy.
Hell yeah.
This is sick. Yeah, I'm so pumped. So everybody will have all their stuff. We'll all be there. We'll all be good, right? No one's
Yeah.
gonna be missing anything. Okay, good.
Yep. I just got
Damn
stickers in
God.
today too, so I have stickers.
Thank God.
Hell yeah.
I just
know
got
those
confirmation my stuff will be here in the mail tomorrow. So
Fuck yeah.
I'm excited.
Same. Ours will all get here tomorrow too.
Good.
Sweet.
Let's go.
Let's
All
do
for you
this.
Manifest.
guys.
And then of course more books.
More
All the
books.
books. Look at all these books you can buy at Heroes Con. I hope
Yup.
your wallet is fat and you've been saving your money up for Heroes Con because you're gonna spend a lot of money on
Yeah,
all
yeah.
these fucking beautiful books.
that's right.
God damn. Look
That's
at all
right.
these books. I can't even fit them on my screen. That's how many big.
Do you want to do
fucking
a
beautiful
thing
books.
where it's like if you get every book from the Mouth Breathers tables and the Bad Boys tables, there's a special prize.
Yeah,
we were
talking
talking about
about
doing
that.
like
Yeah.
a stamp thing.
Yeah.
But the prize is the people they met along the way. All of us. They got to meet
all the friends we made along the way.
I don't know. We can throw Manny. Let's throw them like a free print. One of the ones we have printed.
We can. Yeah, we do a limited
got a ton
copy.
of
I'm
those.
not gonna
The
do
like
it.
prize the prize is that the entire Bad Boy table won't beat their fucking ass.
That prize too, yeah.
Yeah.
Kick your asses.
We're gonna fight you if you don't do it, dude.
I'm excited
Yeah.
for everybody to see the Bad Boys table because Sam went a long way in getting table decoration, and it's going to be.
I hope it works out. I really want a smoke machine.
There's one at my feet right here. I have a
There's no way.
Bring
There's
it.
no way we can let it out.
No.
Starenko will have a heart attack and die.
Just
There's
bring
no
it.
way.
Dude,
Just
the thing
bring it.
is that like you can't release smoke from a machine like in a big space like that. You know, it loses its impact immediately.
Yeah.
You want to be in a contained area. You want things to be hazy.
We should. Do you have like a portable speaker that we can just be playing riffs in the background the whole time? I'm serious. Do you have one? Okay. You do that.
Real
Cool.
riff energy.
Jam.
Also, if anybody comes to our table on Sunday wearing a Metallica t-shirt, we will all be wearing Metallica t-shirts on Monday.
Oh, hell
If
yeah.
you wear one, you get like a free book.
Sick.
Damn.
Just so we can talk about Metallica.
Bullet, you get a free thing no matter what.
If what?
A
I
skull.
love. Oh, dude, please, please. If you bring that, you can Venmo yourself any amount of money from my bank account.
Alex says he'll bust out a Saint Anger shirt. Yeah. If you
Thank
bring a trash can and bang on it,
Yeah.
I'll give you a free book.
Y'all are about to make me act up. Can I give you a hot take? Saint Anger is not that bad.
I'm gonna say Saint Anger's good.
It's not, dude. It's supposed to sound like, because like they had not put out anything in forever, and it was supposed to sound like, what if they just got back into like the fucking garage and started rocking again? And that's exactly what it is, and it's awesome.
If any other band, like if a local band was playing Saint Anger songs and it wasn't Metallica, you lose your mind. Like
You
if
would
some
kill
band-
someone.
I'd murder someone.
You would kill someone. I'd be beating ass to that.
If I was somewhere and some guy went tick 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 tick,
Yeah, my lifestyle
lose my
determines my
mind.
death style. Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
hey Ben, what if someone shows up wearing a blood ritual T-shirt?
Pretend like I don't know you.
Oh my god.
Did you hear
What's-
that,
what-
Alex?
Sorry, Alex. I
What's
Never pretend like I
before
don't
we
know Alex.
before we close this off, what's everybody's favorite Metallica album?
Kill them all.
Hard
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
Ride the lightning.
Hard answer.
No, we don't.
I'm gonna be a bitch and piggyback off of Kev. I like Ride the Lightning as well.
Hard.
Damn,
Hard.
say yours.
It's the Black Album.
Justice.
Wait, your favorite Metallica record is "And Justice for All"?
Is the best.
It is objectively the best music.
I disagree.
Pissed off. They're hammered. They're not having a good time. They hate each
They're
other.
on cocaine. Yeah.
Well, it's,
They're losing their fucking minds, and
Yeah.
like, there's no back-end starts that.
uh-huh.
And also, like, if I ever get married, which no one will love me enough, I want the breakdown for one when I walk out.
Crowd kill your dad.
Mosh pit.
Sure.
My God.
And Master of Puppets.
There we go.
Let's go. We got the whole spectrum.
There
You know
we
what?
go.
Also, not second, but like is up there. I love Load, dude. Load is so good.
The
King Nothing is
Metallica-
such a good
I'm
song.
sorry, this is now Metallica cast.
Yeah.
The band, the biggest selling metal album of all time, the Black Album, biggest selling. They went next album, first song.
Ain't my fucking bitch, dude.
They were like, "Fuck it, that's what the song's called. It's called Ain't My Bitch."
Their record is awesome.
Manny and I are big fans of Garage Inc. as well.
Yeah, I love their cover
Right
album,
on.
man. It's a fun time.
I mean, there's not
It's
a
on my
bad
wall.
Metallica album, but that's
Will you defend Lulu?
Lulu
I
doesn't
will.
count.
I
Lulu's
will.
not, even in it. Lulu's not in it.
You want to hear a hot take?
I like Lulu.
You like Lulu for real?
I do. I think it's an intense, depressing,
Yeah.
difficult record to listen to, but I respect it for what it is.
I love
what all
that.
the drugs did to your brain, man.
Yeah.
I
Dude.
respect Death Magnetic choice.
I like Death Magnetic too.
Dude, Hardwired was awesome. Do you remember when we listened to Hardwired last year? Or was it 2 years ago? Ben Roberts.
4 years. That was 5 years ago. It was 2019.
There's literally no way. It was 5 years.
We
Are
were-
you serious?
We were in Raleigh, and then we were driving around listening to Hardwired.
It was great. It was great. It was great.
We tried to go to something, and then we went to the Taco Bell Cantina instead.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, on Hillsborough Street.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Dude, I told my coworker about a Taco Bell Cantina. He's from Texas. He had never heard of them. It's like, have you ever seen have you ever seen those videos on TikTok of like toddlers who were born deaf getting like cochlear implants and they hear for the first time and they're like and they lose their mind? That is the literal exact reaction he had to the idea of a Taco Bell Cantina. He was like, no,
I
no
don't think I've
fucking
ever
way.
been to one. I don't think I've ever been
You
to a
can get
Taco Bell
tequila in
Cantina.
your Baja Blast.
Are you freaking serious?
in your Baja Blast like Slurpee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. It's like, we know you're going to take this home and drink hard alcohol while you eat it anyway. Just do it here.
Just do it here. Hang out.
It's
Yeah.
Buy
incredible. It's
a few more
incredible,
tacos.
dude. And it's also like all the food is a little bit more expensive because they make it like as if it's about to be in a commercial. It's so good.
It's
Ooh,
so
it's
good.
pretty food. Pretty Taco Bell.
So good. So good, dude.
That was a damn reliable Taco Bell. That cantina's
It was.
closed now.
It's gone.
Oh, what the hell?
RP.
I can't even go.
Yeah.
That was like
Cal
so
Cal.
reliable.
Rest in peace, dude.
Calvin's cat. I'm sorry, Zach.
Is there one in Charlotte? We should go. There is. We should take Ben. I'll buy.
We're gonna go. We're gonna.
Dude, I'll
Free
buy. It's
trips
my
for
friend.
all my friends.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'll buy condoms for everyone. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hell no, dude. Raw Dog Mob.
Remember? So, do you remember in sex education when? She's not gonna listen to this.
You put the condom on the banana?
Hard. They like really pushed condoms in like sex education.
Yeah.
Protected sex in your life. Probably an insane amount.
Wait, who, me?
More than I've had.
I've had more unprotected sex than I've had protected sex.
I can count on one hand the amount of times I've wrapped it up.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Well,
when you
Yeah.
like
Because then you're like, I need to always have condoms, and every time I've ever in my life, I'm like, got a condom? Not necessary, and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
it'll change a man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? I always put it on the wrong way, and I try to roll it down, and I realize it's on the wrong. I got it flipped, and I'm like,
You're
fuck!
boop,
You
flip
just
it.
trampoline it off the tip. Yeah.
Now I look like an idiot. It ruins the whole
just
vibe.
throw it away. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Brock wants to know what's a condom. He's a virgin.
Blood Ritual's
I
gonna
was
do
gonna-
condoms this year.
Oh, there you
Tell
go.
a crazy.
Hell yeah.
Can I tell a
Brian is
condom
doing
story?
condoms for his Zomic book.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it doesn't work for me because I've been married forever. So I've been using condoms forever. So whatever.
I remember when I was like 16, and I was going to go buy my first pack. I was really pumped. It was a really big day in my life, and I called my dad because I was the result. I was the result of a broken condom, and I called them, and I was like, "Dad, what brand was it so I could avoid that shit like the plague?" And literally what he said to me, and I'll never forget, is he was like, "Oh, dude, man to man, I'm gonna be real with you. It didn't matter because I was beating that shit up. I swear to God." And I was like, "That's my mom. That's
Respect.
fucking crazy."
Respect.
I hung up on him. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I hung up on him.
I mean,
Crazy.
it also gives you some respect
I
for your
simply
mom
cannot
too,
be
right?
contained.
Like your mom
I
can
was
take
like-
that stuff too.
I was like, "Are you serious, dude?" He's like, "It didn't matter. It didn't matter what it was. It was happening no matter what."
Oh my god.
It's like okay, here we go. Fuck.
Suffering from a
Oh.
medical condition called hypervirility.
It was crazy, dude. Yeah,
Hey,
dude,
better
my-
than hypo. Better than hypo. For right?
It's crazy. My parents were like workplace fuck buddies. It's crazy.
Okay.
Are you proud of him?
Oh shit.
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him in a lot of ways. That's probably number 2, number 1 or number 2. Yeah. Good for him. Shout out Jeff.
All things and more. You can talk to us at HeroesCon. Nothing is off the table. You can literally say anything.
Yeah.
There's
Roman
been some
books.
crazy stories like that to happen at HeroesCon. Ask Austin.
Wait, what? Austin, your Heroes Con? I gotta hear this shit. What's going on?
That's
Hell yeah.
that's for the next stream.
We got Austin's gonna be our special guest next week. We're gonna talk about Heroes Con,
Deep dives at Heroes
all the
Con.
things that can happen.
Oh my god.
Kevin Smith and I have
It's the backwards hat. That's what's doing it.
Yeah.
Someone link the music video to "Kiss from a Rose" in here. That's what we need. My god. Oh,
Wait, I love you all. I can't wait to see you all at Heroes Con and do this again and do this in person.
Yeah, dude.
for
It's
3
gonna be a fun
days,
time.
3 whole days.
Well, hold on. Before Ben runs away, so we got to start our plugs. As always, go to your local comic book store, especially if you're in the Greensboro area. Go to Acme. Especially go to Acme downtown if you want to pick up independent books. Right? It's kick ass. So, Ben, Austin, like plug Acme. What's awesome?
Acme Comics is closed for the next 3 days.
Not both locations, right?
Closed for the next 3 days for maintenance. But Acme Comics is I'm going to say best comic book store in the entire world. And it's not just because I work there.
Back.
Just
Percentage
facts.
of it, but it's just facts. We try very hard to represent independent material. We try very hard to represent a diverse amount of material, and come with that great customer service. People who are excited about comics, people who are excited to talk to you and show you something new. Acme Comics on Instagram, Acme Comics Downtown on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Acme Cast.
The best. I think we have the
Acme
best
Cast.
social media of any comic book store ever.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Facts.
Love Acme
Truth.
Comics.
Truth is spoken.
Personally, you can find me. I'm been busy. Instagram and Twitter. I don't use Twitter. Sam has never gotten me to use it properly.
Trying.
But maybe after Heroes Con, I'm back talking comics on Twitter. Yeah.
Hey,
I gotta get that
I'm not.
Boomer
I
blood
don't know
out
if
of
this is gonna sway you towards X or Twitter or whatever, but now there's like legit porn on X that's allowed.
It's always
Yeah,
Like,
that's
there you
why.
go.
So there you go.
Brother-
Where else do you think I get all my RC content?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, Acme Comics is lit. Go buy comics.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Acme Cast
Ben-
is sick.
Ben
Listen to that shit on
Austin,
Spotify.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do
later
it.
this year. Responding to something Zach said in chat. Ideally, Punks and Panels will be back. A conversation with people in music interested in comics, or people in comics who are interested in music, and the crossover between those two worlds. You can find Punks and Panels on Spotify. Old episodes are there. Sam was my first guest. We're trying to bring it back this year.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That'll be sick.
Looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. Don't
Hard.
forget to pick up Sam's book, Hound,
Fuck, I
as
have that.
well. That shit's
It's
It's
sick.
over, dude. No, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
That's
No, shut your beautiful
the
lips.
Fucking,
No, no, no.
the wave is.
I saw Hound at a store in Raleigh.
Yeah.
It's
Should
around.
have what used it as toilet paper, dude.
So good. So good.
It's great.
But yeah,
Oh yeah.
Sam, I know you've pitched your stuff already, but give us another pitch. What all you want to say to the peeps before we sign off
Fucking
here?
Heroes Con, baby. We got the old, we got the new, we got the boys. It's gonna be the bad boy table is myself, Ben, our buddy Sam, and our buddy Tyler Bedoya. All 4 people long are gonna be there. We're gonna, Siler is just starting to, trying to get into comics as an artist. Go there. If you're gonna support anybody, support him more than any of us. And I literally cannot wait. I've been thinking about it. It's the first thought that comes into my brain when I wake up. I'm like,
Hell yeah. Heroes
next week
Con.
is Hero Con. Cannot
It's
wait.
been a rough week at work, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I log off, I'll pose a question to you guys. You guys want to do hard drugs at Heroes Con?
What are you, a
Oh,
fucking
dude.
cop?
All right. Bye.
See you, man.
All right, we did it.
Hey, Ben, see you, Austin.
You guys.
Take care, fellas.
See you, dudes.